Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another day here in Honda Paradise. Thankfully, it's not raining right now. It is extremely wet outside still, so I think we'll be doing any playing in the car, unfortunately. But we do got some things going on with it. Got some things to change. We're going to get the coolant in it from yesterday after getting that radiator in. But got some things we're going to do before that too. So thanks for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get started. So first thing we're going to do is clean this damn garage up, man. For the last couple weeks, you guys can see it. It's just got so cluttered and stuff piled everywhere from doing metal work with scrap metal and working on Bryce's car in there. It's just a mess, dude. And then to top it all off, we got all this rain, so now it's flooding on the inside. So we got this shit cleaned out of here, get the water broomed out, get the car back in, and then we'll get started. Such a good girl. Now that we got this old girl out of the way, I'll show you guys what I was talking about. It's a fucking mess in here. Look at this. Shit piled everywhere. And then you add in a clusterfuck full of stuff and it makes it 10 times more difficult. So let's get this place spiffy up a little bit before we get to work. Now that's much gooder. Now you got some America. All right, let's get to work since we got some room now. So you guys saw yesterday I posted that short clip on the 4-row radiator that I got. Memory card broke and I lost all my footage, so I uploaded what I could. But I'd mentioned the fan. Well, guess what? That fan came in today. So I wanted to make sure on these drag and drives that we were staying cool. Bam. Read that. 130 watts, baby. Now that ought to get the job done. So what we're going to do, luckily we didn't put any coolant in our radiator yesterday because I did some thinking last night, and we're going to move it a little bit, give it a little bit more room. As you can see here, we are up against our downpipe, and even though it's wrapped, I just don't like it. You look up here, I got a good bit of space that can move forward if I do this right. Problem being, I had factory headlights in here, and I built this rad support. I built this bar in there, so it's hitting that bar. So what we're going to do is move that bar or change the shape of that bar and push that radiator up underneath here as far as we can. And it'll get us away from this. And then we'll also be able to bring it over, I think. Yeah, we'll be able to bring it over like 1/4 of an inch to the right as well. So that's what we're going to do. Get this thing pulled out, get it mapped out how we want to do it, get our fan switched over, and get her taken care of. Let's rock and roll. She's out. I think what we'll do here, like I was telling you guys, is we want to move this bar so it's out of the way. And we can go forward just a little bit more. So let's go ahead and get a game plan together and get her knocked out. Alright, we got that bar cut. It's connected right there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to shorten this piece to bring this bar in this way more. And that way it mounts closer to over here and we can get our radiator up in there. Okay, what we're going to do here. Here, oh, here. More people down. That way we're going to go to that one. Just I'll like the elbow. Right. We're here. To our bracket, and we've got it sitting under our rad support. So now we just got to weld her up to the rad support and we're good to go. And it was like she was never moved. And that side. And here's the driver's side. Now before we go trying to get our radiator fitted, we're going to go ahead and get this fan swapped out and put our new fan on here. Plenty of extra loom because I didn't even think about the damn harness. These pins are way too big to depin and put into this plug, so I'm just going to cut this plug off, put it on this harness, and loom this harness. So I guess we'll just cut this plug off and swap the plug over. Where's our good scissors at? I know we had them out. Kind of glad I get to redo this because I wanted to do a little bit different as I learned yesterday. So this actually works out. This isn't even the right plug for these pins or anything, so they're not going to stay in there unless I do something like this. So alright, we got our new plug on. Got some loom on here, our shrink wrap for when we're done. Now we're just going to solder these two right here, then heat shrink all up. We'll be good to go. We got them soldered up. I'm just going to get some tape on them. Let's get this bad girl back on the radiator. We don't want to crank them down yet. Just get them in there snug. The top right one we're not going to put in yet because that's where our mount's going to go probably. All right, now we're gonna try to get this thing in here somehow. See what our bottom mounts need to do, where we need to move them to. I was kind of liking working outside there. It started raining on us. All right. So I think we got her where she's going to go. And you can notice it's a good inch closer. I got us about another ½ inch. I've got it to where he'll come right up against this. Focus, come on. There you go. Hitting right up against that. But then it's literally hitting the intercooler right there. So that's as far in as we're going to go. That's a good bit more than what it was. So I got my bracket already trimmed. Let's gotta make a mark for our holes. Get her bolted in, boys and girls. It's going pretty smooth so far. Probably shouldn't have said that. Just jinxed myself, but we'll see. She's mounted in. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and make one more mount for this side right here. So this side's, because it's got a little bit of wiggle to it. I think I'll do the same thing that we done right here. Just weld a little tab. But it's in there. Getting ready to see if the downpipe will go on and make sure we're cleared of everything. I'm telling you, things are going too smooth. Downpipe's in there, and I got room now. I mean, there's a ½ inch in between it. Looks good though. Super happy so far with how it's coming out. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put one more mount on this side right here to bolt there, just like that one is. Now this right here is why I don't throw shit away. See that? It's about to cut us our piece we need. Yeah. You swipe left on my heart like a Tide app. Two-step verification, but you knew the trap. Said I need space, but your timeline's packed. Our flame died quicker than a birthday snap. Your lips dripped honey with a cyanide twist. Canceled our plans. We got a nice little bracket cut out here. That tab will weld to our ride support, and then it will bolt to the bracket that goes to the radiator. Got the welder fired up, the GoPro's on. Let's go ahead and knock her out. Cause said the lies back, yeah. Bad love, I was attacked. Your kisses got my way crawling through my tracks. Crawling through my tracks. Your ghost is smoother than a midnight tweet. Treated promises like cookies sweet, but delete. Our playlist died when you hit shuffleize. Now I'm screaming at the void where you type in size. Unfollow my pain, double tap the blame. You upgraded hearts but forgot my name. Bad love, you just bad math. Subtract the trust, add the lies back, yeah. Bad love, virus attack. Your kisses got her, she's welded. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mark a hole right there, and that bracket there, drill a hole through that, and that is where it will bolt to the car. Turn out nice. This rain is insane. This is like 3 days in a row, man. We got her mounted in there. Got both mounts done and made. Brackets, whatever you want to call them. I think it turned out rather nice. Definitely moved it forward a good bit. I mean, it's up underneath that bar, and it was sticking out a good 1.5 inches. I'll go ahead and overlay a before picture right here. That way you can see the after. There's your There's your before, your after. And I'll overlay the before on the video. Get these coolant lines on, get them all buttoned up, and then we can go and get some coolant in this bad girl. Should be interesting to see if these guys yell at me for the music. Get this top hose on. Oh, we're gonna need longer hoses now. I moved that forward a lot. Shit, I didn't even think about that. Did not think about that. We're gonna order some hoses tonight. Order some hose. Something I want to order hose on the internet. Too mad. We got hot one time. Stretch. Up here. Boot, scoot, and boogie. That. Now, our fan harness here. Run it down. Matter of fact, this one's pretty long. This one over here. Now we need to get the laptop and see if our fan, is it in there? Nope. All right, fan's on. Let's see if it's spinning the right way. I know one thing, it's a hell of a lot louder than the old one. Oh, hell yeah, it's spinning the right way. We're good to go, boys. Sweet. Let's get this buttoned up. Now, since our fan's spinning the right way, we got our harness. She's looking clean, looking good, boys and girls. Hook up our coolant overflow. Living on love, right on time. Over there, over there, over there. Bam. Now, I don't know about this cap on this radiator. We're going to try and see if it works. But I know in the past I've had bad experience with caps that came with radiators, so we'll see. All right, let's get this tightened up. A little overfull there, no big deal. We'll let that sit for a couple minutes and do its thing while I clean up my mess, and then we'll fire it up and bleed the system. Alright, let's get some heat pipes. We've got keys. Oh yeah. Appreciate y'all guys watching. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. This a vibe, do your dance, let them watch. She a fan, he a flop, they just wanna kumbaya, nah. from far.